Hey dudes, I've had some nice feedback from my videos and several people have asked me how I set up my own parameters on the Mooer GE200 unit. So somebody's recently got in touch with me and asked me to do a short soundtrack for a film they're making in Australia, a wildlife film, which I took as a nice compliment. But it's going to be a bit of a departure because I normally do quite minor, miserable music. But this is going to be some major chords and some more sweet stuff. So I've set up a preset just for that, and I'm going to try and make a Dropbox, or if people want to email me I can send them the preset and you can load it up yourself through the USB. Now I've got one camera recording the unit, I've got one camera recording me, and I'm screen recording an iMac running Logic. So yeah, I'll get on with it. Right, so my preset I've called New Remain by going into, I picked number 1, and when you click save it then gives you the option to rename stuff with the toggle wheel, which is a brilliant feature. So in amp I picked the Club Clean. I knocked the gain down slightly and I turned the master up full. Now I'm going to get into more depth in a moment to do with the levels and recording, because it's really important with this unit that you have the levels right, because they're all over the place on the presets that are built in, and sometimes obviously if you're switching between presets while recording and you haven't done any work on them, they'll be very varied and it won't work. Well, it'll work but it'll sound terrible. So with this one, like I said, it's on 100. The cab, I uploaded a cab, and it's John Petrucci's main lead cab sim, which is absolutely brilliant. And then noise suppressor, just the default number 1 with a threshold at 20. Delay, digital delay, and in feedback I've got a cheap expression pedal, which is doing the feedback from 100 down to 38, so I can have hardly any repeats, full to constant repeats, and that's up to me to decide with that. Reverb is a cave reverb, and you can see the settings there, and I do everything by ear, so all I can suggest is you take your time with yours, and I've been playing guitar for 27 years. Before all the digital stuff, right through the early modelling, through to these sort of units, and it's amazing the tones I'm getting now into recording software. So yeah, back to this, and then compressor, I've got the blue compressor, which is probably based on like an MXR one or something like that. So we'll go back to his chain screen. Oh yeah, sorry, Distortion Overdrive is the metal zone, which I'm not really using metal wise because I've got the other expression pedal to affect gain, which goes from 0 to 100. So I can just sort of sit on that, and when I want more feedback or more sustain, just slightly forward. On 100 it's very metal, but on the low ones it's very transparent really. If I have the gain around 20, I really enjoy that tone. So I've set up this pedal to switch on distortion on and off, which you could see there and is more obvious in the chain screen. When you're playing live you'd probably leave it on chain, and even though it's a small display, because of the distinct colours I think it's easy to navigate. And you can also change the order of the pedals in here, which affects the sound hugely, but that's how I've got mine set for this. So then we'd go to save, save as, new remain, and these two, that'll switch to tuner, so you can instantly tune on stage and it mutes the sound, and this one will take you into the looper, which I've explained thoroughly in other videos. So yeah, then in system there's the USB audio, and these recording volume levels are very important, but I've noticed as well the recording is also affected by the preset volume. So if that's on 100 and you change the USB ones, it doesn't have that much of a difference, so you've kind of got to find this strange balance between the two. So I've found on this preset with the amp on 100, the preset volume set at 50, and then the USB audio volumes set at 60 was the right sort of power into Logic, and then I don't like my recording software to obviously not peak, but I don't like it to go yellow either. I like to stay in the green, and then if I need to boost it later inside the software, I'll do that. However, so if I do a quick rake, see that clipped, but I won't be playing. Well, it didn't clip, it was slightly under clipping, minus 1.1, but I didn't want it to go yellow, so I can change things down, but I know myself what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be plucking, and I'm not going to be attacking as hard as I did that, so it should be correct. There we go, around 7, that's as hard as I'm going to be playing, so that'll work fine. So I'll get into it, and then you can hear the recorded sound, and if you want to copy the settings or me send you the settings, that's cool, and if not, I hope it's shown you a little, especially with the recording level and preset volume, how much that affects the quality of the sound. So yeah, I'll hit record in my recording software, so we've got the click drive. Yeah, and I'll start.